let's talk about emotional safety and clarification. Healthy communication requires emotional safety. And emotional safety is built when people feel heard, respected, reflected accurately, emotionally considered, safe enough to be vulnerable without punishment or judgment. One of the most powerful things you can say during a conflict is, help me understand, not let me tell you why you're wrong, or that's not what happened, right? But help me understand what that felt like for you. Reflection is powerful. When I work with my clients, I always give reflection prompts and questions for homework because no growth is going to happen in any of these areas unless you know how to take the mirror and turn it on yourself. And I've talked about that in some of my other podcasts. Like I said, reflection is powerful. Repeating back what you heard before responding can de escalate conflict tremendously. And not only can it de escalate conflict, it can validate because now I feel like you're listening to me. Now I feel like you heard what I said. Now I can say, yes, that's correct, or no, that's not, and clarify. Things like, so what I hear you say is, this is a common terminology I use in my sessions with my clients. So, what I hear you saying is, after they've said whatever their grievances are or whatever they were speaking to you about, or you can say, it sounds like you felt dismissed when, or you can say, you needed reassurance in that moment, didn't you? Right? That creates safety because people relax when they feel emotionally understood. Problem solving works better after connection happens, not before. That's why it's so important to keep the connection solid before you do anything else. So let's talk about self-awareness and accountability. And this is really important. Really, 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 really important in communication. This is the hard part, really, self-awareness, because every single one of us contributes something to unhealthy cycles. It's just human nature. Every single one. Maybe you interrupt. Maybe you over explain. That used to be me. Maybe you shut down. Maybe you become defensive quickly. Maybe you pursue too intensely. Maybe your tone becomes sharp and loud. Maybe you avoid vulnerability. Growth happens when we stop asking who started it and start asking, how am I contributing to this cycle? Accountability is not self-hatred. It's maturity. It's emotional maturity. And healthy relationships require two people willing to look inward, not just outward, not just point the finger, but look inward.
Visit simply_Mrs. Moody on YouTube for the full podcast.